Hi, welcome back. This is sixth video of the C programming tutorial series, and in this video we will be discussing on the concept of looping, and we will discuss one kind of loop, that is for loop in this video, the syntax of for loop and how it will be executed during runtime, and an example code and output. So before running into the explanation, first we will do one thing. So we have declared a variable named I, and we are getting input from the user and storing that user entered input to variable, and finally printing that user entered value to the output. Okay, so now what I have done is just copied these two lines and just pasted three more times. So totally we are just simply doing the same concept again and again for the four times. Now eighth time. So totally 8 times we are getting input from the user and printing the value. So it is obvious that all the 8 times the same code is repeated. So imagine the number of lines occupied by this concept. 8 into 2, 16 lines occupied, and also it is so actually it becomes tedious for us to track each and every line. So totally 16 lines. So since it is a concept of two lines and that has been pasted 8 times, it might look easy for us to maintain. But imagine an algorithm of 100 lines and repeating the same algorithm again and again for every user input, maybe 1,000 times. So in that case, it actually makes the process harder for the developer to spot out any errors and bugs, etc. So instead of just pasting all these values again and again, what if I can just take this concept single time and paste it inside a block, right? So inside a block, and give the compiler command, give a command to the compiler that run this block 8 times or n number of times as per user input. So just to keep this concept in mind. So this is actually related to the concept that we are going to learn now, for loop. So this is basic understanding for loop. We will go to slide now. So what is a loop when it comes to programming? A same set of code executed multiple times is called as loop. So I think you can relate the concept that we have discussed just a few minutes before with the line that is given here. A same set of code. We tried to just get input from the user, just print it. So these two lines were pasted 8 times. So instead of pasting, I have cleared all the lines, just pasted it one time, pasted that two lines inside a block, and at that point we have stopped there and came here to explain something. So a same set of code executed multiple times will be called as loop. So this is the example that we have discussed just before. So this is the syntax for loop. Now compare this block and inside the code to be executed with this block. So this is the block and the code to be executed is this. So the only pending part left with this code is just we need to intimate the compiler to run this block 8 times. So where can I get the code? So this is the line we need to implement in that for loop. So this is the syntax of for loop. For keyword, initialization, condition checking, increment or decrement, and code to be executed. This is syntax, but the order of execution of for loop is control will comes first here for inside for loop. Initialization of the variable will be taken place first, then condition will be checked. In case condition is true, it will not go here. Instead of that, it will go to the code to be executed block, and the code will be executed. and then finally increment or decrement for the first iteration. Once the first iteration is over, for the second time loop again comes here, but initialization will not take place because it will take place at the first iteration alone. From the second iteration onwards, condition checking will be the first part of the loop. So condition will be checked. If case in case if it is true, again the code will be executed, then it will go for increment and decrement. So this process will keep on continuously executing, I mean iterating, until the condition becomes false. Once the condition becomes false, it will not go to increment and will not go to code, it will just jump out of the loop. So this is the order of execution of for loop. Now we will see the code now, right? So comparing with the syntax of for loop, we will fill the line here. For I mean for j equal to 0, j less than 8, j plus plus. So this is for keyword, then this is initialization, condition checking, and increment or decrement. So in between these three part, we will have a semicolon. Okay, so inside this block the code to be executed. So control will come here first, it will initialize variable I, then it will initialize variable j, then it will again initialize variable j is equal to 0, go I mean check condition. So j is equal to 0, that is less than 8, so condition becomes true. It will come inside this block, it will get the user input and print the value, then again go to increment. So j will be incremented from 0 to 1. First iteration of loop is over now, then again loop comes here. It will not go to initialization because initialization will take place at the first iteration alone. From the second iteration onwards, it will straight away come to condition checking. So j value 1 less than 8 true, it will execute the code here. Again j will be 2, I mean incremented to 2. Second iteration was over. Third iteration 2 less than 8 condition true. So this will keep on executing 8 times. So the same code which we had around 16 lines has been just simply converted into 5 lines with the help of for loop. And not only that, since it was 8 times, it took around 16 lines. Imagine if the concept has to be repeated 100 times, then it might be 200 lines. But even for the 200 lines, we just it is more than enough if we write just 5 lines. Just by changing the variable here from 0 to 200, this loop will keep on executing 200 times. So this is the execution of for loop. So we will just give 3 value and try executing the code and check whether the output is successfully coming or not for the 3 times. So first user will enter some value that will be printed. Second iteration, user will enter some value. Third iteration. So after third iteration, loop closes. So this is the execution order of for loop, syntax and example. I think this video is useful for you. In case you have any queries, you can leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Keep supporting us.